And stay tuned to Channel 10 for all your great Halloween programming. We'll be back next time on Go Calgary.
Hello everyone and welcome to Soul Work. I'm your host Jeni Cousins and this is my co-host Kimberly Buckler. And as you can see, we have a spooky little Halloween set. Thought I'd release that creativity within. And we want to also, before we announce our guest, remind everybody in Calgary to pick up them phones and within 10 minutes. What's that phone number, Kim?
539-6710.
Area code 403.
539-6910.
Absolutely. So here on today's show, we have a special guest, and please welcome Jan Hansen.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on the show, Jan.
My pleasure. I was dressing myself in my witch costume when you called, actually, so it was perfect timing.
Yes, I love that sweater.
Thank you.
Love that sweater.
Jan, what modalities do you practice and why?
A lot of modalities, like you do as well. It's interesting how it all happened. The first modality took place as a result of meeting someone that I'd known years and years before, and then I ended up going to a course that she was going to be going to, and then I met someone there who was actually teaching another course, and that's how it seemed to go. I just kind of went with the flow. I do practice body talk as my main modality, and that uses tapping, and it uses neuromuscular testing using the hand, and the body gives us a yes or a no, and then we proceed through charts, etc., regarding health. In my body talk, because I have other modalities that seem to work very nicely and cohesively with body talk can be stopped at some point, or it may not even open up because there are other modalities that I may be using, such as Reiki. A lot of people in my field use Reiki as a wonderful basic energy work. And I also use quantum touch, which is known to be Reiki on steroids. I don't know why they say that, but it ramps it all up so that there's more energy. Quantum touch comes from a martial art, and that is Qigong. And it comes from the breathing and visualizations of Qigong. So that is something I use a lot of. I also use mudras, which are used during the meditations. For example, this mudra here could be used for happiness.
Can you explain to our
calm.
viewers what a mudra is?
A mudra is an East Indian conception, thousands of years old. And basically what you're doing when you're holding your fingers together like this, there is a circuit of energy that starts in the hand and actually leads to some changes in the body. And we're working with meridians, which are the nice lines that lead to chakras, or the major centers of the body. And
so you're feeling the energy also?
Yes.
Are you feeling the energy and the vibrations and going through the chakras?
Yes, I'm going through the mudras as well, because I'm getting a nice treatment myself. And the more and more I do it with people, the more powerful it becomes. So that's been very useful. And what's interesting is with body talk, it's just so interesting that it will stop and go to something that I'm even training in, or something that I'm finding fascinating. Yeah. Now, it's not that I don't think I'm putting my own take into it. I think it's coming because it's going to benefit both of us.
Yes.
So as practitioners, we actually get a little bit of a healing along with our client. Some of the other things that I practice are raindrop therapy. I don't do that often, but I'm really grateful for that one.
Can you explain that as well?
Yeah, it comes from the Lakota Indians down in the States, and they used to go up to the Arctic and raise their hands up to the Aurora Borealis to get the energy running through their meridians. And then they would go back and use it as a treatment. Now, that pertains to raindrop, but mainly what we're using is very powerful oils.
Essential oils?
Essential oils on the spine of the foot, which is the instep of the foot, and we have about 10 of those as well. And we're using Tibetan reflexology and getting those into the spine of the foot, which if you look at reflexology, which I also practice, it corresponds to the physical body as well, and the meridians as they run through the body. So you're working on a foot, and there are energy centers that run right up into areas of the body. Then we have a series of 10 again, drops that we drop, and it's called raindrop because we're not forcing that drop. It's dropping from the oil vessel, and we're doing that on the spine. So we've got the spine and the spine and the spine, the actual spine. And then we're using various techniques. We can say it's massage, but it's very gentle, and there are lots of varieties of movements to get these oils into the spine where they're needed. And I've seen some really interesting things happen because, of course, we're working with the nervous system, aren't we, when we're looking at the spine?
Absolutely. That has nothing to do with the rain dance.
No, but that's a nice idea.
Yes, I know.
But it does have to do with dropping, just like a raindrop would cut. And it feels very nice to have this done. And the smells coming from those wonderful essential oils, very high grade. I have to admit something. Can I admit something?
Yes, you can.
Sometimes I take
You're only on air.
The linen home. I take it home with me so I can still smell it.
Oh, really?
It's just so potent and so wonderful. And I know when I took my training, 3 of us were in the class at the same time, and by the time the 3rd person had done her worked on someone's body, we were loopy. We were pretty loopy. It's pretty powerful. Yeah.
Because the energies and the vibrations you're picking up.
Yes. And then there's a cleanse. The body goes through some sort of a cleanse. For some people it's very mild. For others it's quite powerful.
Yeah, because the oils would penetrate right through the skin, because our feet have over, 20,000 pores, so the oils would go right into the body.
Right into the nervous system, actually, too.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
That would ground you, too. I mean, especially with the feet. I mean, you know, if somebody's especially not grounded properly, I think that would take more of a big, you know, impact right away, I bet you.
And for anyone who has certain disorders like stress, you know, because that affects the nervous system as well, or let's say Parkinson's, or let's say arthritis, or anything that's affecting the body, it's quite powerful and it's quite amazing.
So what brought you into that?
Into the
this type of
career? This type of field.
Yes.
I was a counselor with a nonprofit organization for 20 years. I ran support groups. At the end I was running about 12 support groups a month. Around that time my daughter became ill, and Western medicine did not know what to do with her. And at this point in time, I can tell you that what she did have was gastroenteritis and gastroparesis, paralysis of the gut. And if you look at Ayurvedic medicine, they say if your gut is paralyzed and it can't deal with food, you're going to get very, very ill. And so it was my daughter getting ill and me going to alternative therapy and finding someone who fired up her gut so that she was digesting again, and she got her health back little by little by little. And then I started to realize there's something out there that I don't understand, but I was so desperate, I went alternative. And that's what I deal with now, is people who are desperate and they don't really believe necessarily in what I do, but
until
often,
they see it.
Until they see it, until they see the results. And so I'm always often the last resort, but that's okay with me because I know it's going to, it's going to help. The other reason that I moved was because I changed drastically after having taken one course, and that was a course in brain gym, so it was exercises for the brain. And I was planning the course to run it for people with Parkinson's, and you're only supposed to do it 5 minutes a day, 3 times a day, and I was doing an hour a day. The way I thought, the way I wrote, the way I spoke, the way I ran counseling sessions, it all shifted. So it was a major, major change. There are other reasons too. They tend to come in groups. They don't tend to come alone, do they?
No, no.
Oh, thank you.
If you don't get the message first, you get it 10th.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Especially when you're open, right? When you're open to receive, when you're open to, you know, learn, you know, that's when, you know, you're getting in more information, where if you have someone that, you know, doesn't want to pay attention to it, it's just not going to work properly.
Well, I can tell you I didn't want to pay attention to it at all.
Yeah.
But it was about the third hit of something happening that I realized, something unusual is happening, and I think I better pay attention now.
Absolutely. Well, we want to, thank you for being on the show, Jan. And what's your website? So if someone wanted to book an appointment with you or read more about you?
Yeah. It's www.janet, JanetHansen.com.
JanetHansen.com, Calgary, so remember that. Absolutely. And after our little break, we're going to have some calls come in. And what's that number, Kim?
403-539-6710.
Yes, and we again want to thank Jan
Thank
a lot
you so
for
much.
It was just a pleasure, Jan. I mean,
we had a lot of fun actually on the set.
It flies by so
yes,
fast.
it did.
I'll actually come book an appointment to see you. I think it'd be exciting. Get some raindrop action going on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just to let you know that we're going to take a break now, Calgary, and we want to hear from you. So pick up those phones. And one more time, what's that number, Kim?
403-539-6710.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after this message.
Hi.
Hi. Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
That sounds awful. But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
Grew up in a small town, and when the rain would fall down, I'd just stare out my window, dreaming of what could be, and if I'd end up happy, I would pray I could break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky, and I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break
Hello, Calgary. Welcome back. And we want to thank you again for joining us in. And we do have a caller right now, and that name would be Kim.
It's Cindy. Cindy?
Cindy, thank you for...
Hi.
Hi. And you have a call.
Okay, how are you?
Excellent. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
And you have a question for Kim and myself.
Yes, I do. I actually am trained in a number of healing modalities, and I just love to be with people. I love to heal people that I meet every day. And I do that as best I can. But I work in an industry that is not anything to do with healing people, and I'd really love to be able to do what I love in a place that I love. Can you give me information maybe of how I can heal people, but also do it in a way that I love doing it, that working for an organization or something that will make my heart sing as much as I can help people? Can you give me any information around that?
Yeah, actually, as soon as I heard you talking about that, I picked up the number 3. So I'm really feeling that you're going to make a big shift within 3 months. Okay, I do. And you've felt this coming on for quite some time, right?
All right, okay.
And even the past couple of weeks, especially even 3 weeks, we've had the Mercury retrograde you know, like connected with the eclipse, of course. So this is the new way trying to pull you in, of course. Right. So of course you're going to get more and more distance from where you currently are. And I even see you getting involved with more people. So it's funny how you talk about people, and I actually see you getting different offers, and you're going to have a situation where it's going to be like, okay, which place do I go to?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you're going to have so many opportunities coming out because you're sending out that right energy. I can feel your energy going up higher on a higher vibration. You're very good at what you do. You're a very old soul. So continue with it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. And we don't mean to cut you short, but we have a long lineup of calls right now.
I'm sure you do.
And we want to thank you for calling in, and certainly feel free to give us a call next Wednesday night as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
And who's our next caller?
Joanne?
Yes?
You have a question for Kim or myself?
You bet I do.
Okay. And your question is?
My question is, I have some very important decisions in my life right now, and I'd like to know what they may be able to tell me.
I'm picking up health right away.
Thank you.
Yes, right away. And you know what that is pertaining to, okay? And it's really, really important that you make these changes. Okay?
Pardon me?
It's really, really important that you continue to make these changes, okay? Because if you don't...
bet.
Yeah, okay.
You bet, I'm listening.
Yeah, okay, because it just really detox your body, okay? Because if you don't, within 2 months, you very well could end up getting some extra medical attention, okay? So as long as you stay focused and really clear out the toxins, and you know what I'm meaning by that?
Probably.
Okay. Kim could even elaborate a little bit on that, clearing out toxins.
The place that you're working full-time right now, aren't you?
No.
You're not.
No, but
well, I'm working on life, you bet.
Yes.
Okay, there's just a sense that there's something in your environment that you should not have around you, and that can have a big effect on your health.
Most likely. No doubt in my mind.
Okay, so a good thing to do is to just go over what you have in your environment right now and start eliminating things. It could be from perfumes to colognes to air fresheners to harsh conditioners, our cleansers and that. You need to start eliminating a lot of that stuff out of your environment.
You need more greens in your body. Even progressive greens. Are you familiar with progressive greens? It's a powdery drink. You need to get more greens into your body to clear out those toxins.
I'm listening to you, yes.
Okay. But we don't mean to cut you off short, Joanne, but we have a long list of calls right now, and you can certainly feel free to, book an appointment with either myself or Kim as well. And we appreciate you.
I'm not on the phone to book an appointment. I'm on the phone to get an answer.
No, but we can only give kind of a short answer right now because we got a long list of calls.
Well, I don't want no short answer. I'm a psychic from the past. I've given a lot of free information. I'm looking for somebody that's true and real.
Yeah.
Okay, Joanne, right now the situation is to look at your health. When you look at your health and your environment, then the rest will start falling into place.
Okay, thanks for your bullshit.
Thank you, Joanne. Have a great day. Sarah? Sarah?
Sarah, next call.
Hello, Sarah? How are you?
I'm looking for work, and I can't seem to find my niche. I did take a program, and I can't seem to find work in it. I don't know if it's because I'm too old, or a lot of times I get because they want someone with more experience, but I don't know how I'm going to get the experience if I can't get in the door, So I'm just wondering what direction I should take. A couple of weeks ago I called, and you guys said that you saw me taking a course. And I can't seem to find the course that I should be taking.
Yeah, but you can't go rushing in with something like that, right? Because if we go dashing in and looking and looking and looking and looking and searching, we're just going to grab anything and we're not going to see clarity, right? Okay. What you need to do is just really have that quality time, okay, and go to what you're drawn to go to.
Okay.
So
Okay, because if you rush it, you're just going to grab anything, and you
Right.
don't want that.
if
right?
there is something out there that you're really interested in, and even though you don't meet that qualifications, understand that you can meet those qualifications and you're quite capable of doing that job, because you've done similar stuff in the back, but in the back behind you, and you've been able to accomplish that. So if there's a job out there that intrigues you, and even the qualifications are higher than you believe you can achieve, go for that job knowing that you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because things are going to shift here for you. They're going
Are
to
they?
be, yeah, they're going to be shifting here for you quickly. But just go with the flow, because this is the perfect time right now to go with it. Okay, you're going to notice something's going to be coming up within a week and a half, 2 weeks maximum.
Yeah.
And you very well could be even starting your course within the next 3 weeks.
Maybe moving too.
Well, you could be moving, but I'm feeling more of a big change for you as far as soul searching, as far as moving into a different type of a field of study. So you've got a lot of things on the go right now, and it's all going to fall into place for you. But, yeah, but we want to thank you for calling in. We've got other calls on hold.
Okay, girls. Thanks so much.
Yes,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You too. And who's our next caller there?
Kathy? Hello, Kathy?
Hi.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Well, I'm fighting a cold, but I'm sure excited to talk to y'all.
Okay, and the question you have for us tonight?
Yeah, I have a question. Do you pick up anything around my brother or my father?
What's your brother's first name?
Ken.
Okay, and what's your father's first name?
Art.
Okay, I'm feeling it's almost like you've got. Are you familiar with astral energy?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm feeling it's almost like a lot of different spirits around you.
Oh yeah, I am sure.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
almost
I'm
like
sure
you've
that.
got. It's almost like you're very busy with them. Okay.
Well, I shut it out a long time ago, but
No, don't.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Don't shut it out. Okay, because the reason being is with you being a very, very old soul, you have the natural gift and the ability to. You've got to start really tuning in and listening to it. Okay, because they'll come around you more and give you more messages when you're ready to accept it. Okay.
I got years ago when I was kind of open to that, I just seemed to have a lot of sort of bad people come around.
No, but you can clear it out. It's just your energy field that you're clearing out. And then what you also have to take a look around is whenever you have like negative entities around, take a look and see what different people are around you and such. Because you also need to clear your energy field as well. You can give her a tip, can't you, Kim, to clear an energy field? A clearing?
Just keeping the vibration up high, smudging.
But tune in, light candles too. Okay, but they're trying to talk to you. They're trying to come in because you do have that ability and you do have that gift, right? So it's like the more you try to push it away, the harder it's going to get.
So your father and your brother are similar to you
Yeah, it's
yourself?
like they're talking to you all the time.
Your father and brother, they're on this side or the other side?
No, my father passed 40 years ago, and my brother just last year.
Yeah.
Just in this last year.
That's why I brought up the astral plane earlier. Okay, because it's like in and out, in and out, in and out, and even for your father, okay, I mean, he's a very, very, very old soul as it is too. Okay, and I'm even feeling him up there with, I'm feeling could be like a mother figure of some sort.
My mother's there too.
Yeah. So it's almost like they're watching over you, and they're waiting for you to come out and shine and bring out your natural gifts. So you can't ignore that.
Okay.
You can't ignore that. Was
right.
that helpful to you at all?
That's very interesting and something for me to explore, I guess.
Yes, definitely.
So did you say it was called astral planing?
Yeah, astral planing. Right, earth plane, right, there's different ways and such. And we want to appreciate you calling in.
Okay, thank
Kathy.
you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we have another call from who, Kim?
Karen? Hello, Karen?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. And your question tonight, Karen?
First of all, thank you so much for taking my call. I went to school for 2 years to be in the health industry, and I graduated in April, and I just can't seem to get a job. So I'm working as a teacher's aide, just subbing, and I don't like it anymore. I'm not stimulated anymore. I want to go to get a job where I went to school for, and I'm just wondering. It's almost like a repeat of that lady 2 times ago. Is it my age? Is it
no?
Or is it not the right time yet? Am I pushing things?
I see you working with numbers. Actually, I see you actually. Because if you pressure yourself too much, you're not going to see where to go. Of course, right? Mm-hmm. I see you working in kind of like an office environment, and that's going to reach out to you in a different way, and you're going to meet some type of a contact in that environment. It's all like a past life connection, okay? Meaning that whenever we meet somebody that is from our past life, then we can talk to them easier, and they can come to us and give us more guidance and messages of where to go. So it's again paying attention and looking for the signs, okay? And I feel that with this environment I see you in, it's going to take you to a higher environment to what you're in now with your medical. Right. I even see you taking some type of other course.
Have you thought of looking in a smaller town for the work you want to do?
Well, we live in Calgary, and
try the smaller towns. See what's out
in Okotoks or High River.
Something that's fairly close to you. Look into the smaller towns and see what they have to offer for you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. And our next caller is?
Our next caller is Darlene.
Thank you.
Hi, Darlene. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. And your question tonight?
I'm wondering if you can tell me what the most significant or most important change in my life is going to be in the next 6 months. I've got, my world is sort of upside down right now, and I'm wondering what the most significant change will be, please.
You're going to make a lot of big changes within 6 months. I'm hearing the words relationship come in a lot stronger. Okay, so if you're in and I'm not saying that if you're in a relationship right now that it's going to end or anything like that. Okay, but I'm feeling relationship endings with you. I'm also feeling a pull for you for some reason down east. Do you have family down east, or who's down east?
I have family.
Okay, yeah, because I'm feeling a pull. You very well could even go down there within the 6 months, and it's almost like I'm feeling you. That again ties into relationships too. Okay, so you're going to kind of be topsy-turvy as to what do I do. Okay, do I stay here? Do I go down there? Do I spend more time? You're going to be kind of torn like that. So then you're going to have other decisions to make with that.
Yeah, the first thought that came to mind was a new residence.
Yeah, I'm seeing water too.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Was that helpful to you, Darlene? Because we have a couple other callers on hold right now as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for calling. And our next caller, Kim.
Hi, Karen.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Karen?
Good. How are you today?
Good. And your question for us tonight?
My question is about relationships the next 3 to 6 months and possibly marriage.
I'm seeing 4. I'm seeing the number 4 come in. Okay. What month is this now? October? So November, December, January, February. And in February, I'm Valentine's. That's interesting. Right? I'm not going to say anything, right? But I'm seeing within 4 months, you're going to have an idea of where that relationship is going to go.
Okay.
Okay, and don't be thinking it's not going to go or it is going to go. Just let it be, because you're going to see what's going to happen. And we have to wrap up. We have to cut you off really quick. I'm so sorry, but we're at the end of our show already. So we again want to thank you callers for calling in, and our guest Jan Hansen again. And you can reach me at soulworkwithjenny.com, and your website, Kim.
spiritsoulhealing.com.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. And have fun with those trick-or-treaters. Be careful with them. Good night.
A lot of spirits in the air.
Oh, very much so. The goblins and the ghosts.
Good time for a ticket.
The Kootenay Ice head into enemy territory with a new hired gun. To go along with Reinhardt and Descheno, the Ice possess a fearsome trio in the East. Tonight in Red Deer, the Ice face a team desperate to break out of an early season slump. It's a Central Division clash, the Ice and Rebels, next on Shaw.